I definitely need to record it. And then let's see. Mm, So what I usually do is I'll just have like now that Vestiges did their little upgrade and shit, I'll just have it like, oh, y'all can see my screen again. I guess I'll share the screen. Uh,
You can't share your screen?
yeah, it wasn't, so that's what I'm doing now. It should be.
Bro, first thing when I touch a fucking bag in crypto, bro, the very first thing I'm gonna do. What do you think the first thing I'm gonna do is? First thing I'm gonna buy?
I don't know.
A laptop.
A laptop, right?
Like I'm talking about like a good laptop, smooth.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So everything I do is smooth, no lagging. You know
that
what I'm saying?
that's what I'm been doing is just like because like I'll start doing some shit and then like I'll realize, man, if I had this, right? Like if my computer was faster, or man, if I had another monitor, or and like that's just kind of what I've been doing with the studio and with the like with all the shit and like just building it like piece by piece. But that's like the thing that I need the most is I need like just a badass computer with like just a shitload of RAM and memory and process,
Yeah.
just like a beast.
Just think about how much time you spend sit there
I know.
sitting. Wait, I know I spend a
I
lot of
quit
time.
sitting. I quit sitting down, so that's why I stand up now because it's like I'm not gonna be sitting all that time, and I'll be grounded too. So the basement is all like stone, concrete, or whatever, and it's like cemented into the ground itself. So I'll be walking around this motherfucker barefoot, getting some grounding and everything.
Well, wait, I'm glad that's one step I did. I built me a gaming computer before I started all this.
Yeah, I've got several computers around here. I just haven't put them all together and made like a super computer, but I'm going to eventually. Actually, this laptop, I'm running a lot of stuff off of just like this laptop and this solid state hard drive, and then I just got a 4 terabyte, uh, another 4 terabyte solid state hard drive.
Oh,
So
awesome.
like, yeah, it's all right. So I'm building it little by little. So okay, I guess we'll get into the investments and shit, right? So like the Vestige just redid their thing, so it gives you like not only does it give you like the assets you hold, like if you look, it like lets you know like how much it's up, how much it's down, and then it actually will factor in like your folks, like how much is in collateral, how much is borrowed, and give you like your net. You know what I'm saying? So it's not just the assets that's in your wallet that it's registering. It's registering what you've got collateralized in folks' finance, what you've got borrowed in that same asset, and then it'll give you like the actual like value per asset in total, like net value. So like if you had $100 collateralized in USDC, but you had $200 borrowed, then it would show in USDC that you were actually like at a negative. You know what I mean? Just in that asset, even though your overall like value might be more, you might be like losing in that one asset. So that's cool. But you can now like instead of having to go and on TradeView or some shit like that and check to see if the asset's up or down, like you can literally just hit Vestige and it's right there, gives you all of them, whether they're up, whether they're down, how much they're up and down. So that's a quick way that you could just like jump back and forth and find out like what's up. Usually what I'll do is I'll look, see what's up like more than others, what's down more than others, and then I'll kind of formulate like what I'm gonna do when I actually hit the accounts. So I'll go ahead and get Vestige, Tiny Man, and then Focus Finance up. Oh yeah, I guess I'll talk about it in a minute. And basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna take the same money and we're gonna loop that shit through a couple of ways and make more money off of that same money. But at the bare minimum, we're gonna double up just because what we borrow and collateralize, we're gonna take and like put into liquidity pools and Tiny Man, and then we're gonna get paid just from that. And then every time those two assets are traded, we're gonna get a percentage of that transaction fee depending on how much we have in those liquidity pools. Um, and see. Oh yeah, I can just. Hey, what's your address, Chris. You still got the Chris Silva dot
Yes.
Wealthwave. Okay, cool. But I should just be able to send it straight from here. Mm, it's taking a while. Probably could have done all this shit. What am I running?
Where would my address be? Send stake by Algo swap. Where's receive?
It should just be like when you pull up the Pair wallet, you'll scroll
Oh, I
down
got it
now
right
when you
here.
first
Right
pull it
here.
up. Yeah, it's right there. And I think if I think you can just long press it. Yeah. Just long
My,
press
my
on whatever wallet you're gonna
yeah,
use and
or
it'll give you the option to copy.
do you want my address?
I mean I'm pretty sure I got it. Chris, you got it linked to your domain, right?
Yeah, it's remember we did
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, then it's chrissilver.wealthwave.algos. That's all I need to know, right?
Okay.
All right, and
Just make sure that's what it is, because
well, just send me the address and I'll cross
yeah, I
reference.
don't wanna I just sent it to your text.
All right, cool. I'll just
Ignore
copy
those
it.
dashes. I think when you copy and paste, it doesn't do the dashes, right?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Let's see, I had to like. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think it does.
I don't think it does. No, it doesn't on an iPhone.
Oh, okay. I got so many. You gotta scroll for days. We'll just do this for now. I'm gonna send some more actually, but I'm gonna send you this now.
So I can keep my money in Folks Finance and keep it growing just within Folks Finance,
Yeah,
nothing else.
yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
But why would you? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, why would I pull it out, right?
Why would I when you can take that same money and leave it there, right? So that shit could still be sitting there building, and then you could borrow against that collateral and go put that in another asset to build more money, right? That's the whole point. That's like people it's funny because out here on the street, people literally they say they think I'm crazy because they'll be like, that's all you do is sit there and invest in like, but you be like, you'll never have no money. Like I don't like you don't ever we go out somewhere you ain't got no cash, like you got to do this and pull this and do. I'm like, because why the hell would I just leave money on me, just in my pocket, just sitting there losing value? I was losing money. Why the hell would I do that? That just don't make any sense to me. Like, why would you do that when you could take like okay, yeah, I got issues. Sometimes I gotta wait like a day to transfer a large amount of money or something, right? But most of the time it's pretty as long and really that's only if they don't fuck with DeFi or crypto. If you do any kind of crypto or DeFi, you'll receive that as payment, then I'll have everything taken care of in like 3 seconds. But yeah, I don't really carry cash or have any I don't even keep money in the bank no more like that.
I
Like I'll
got it. You
just
sent 50?
yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, we're gonna go. Matter of fact, so we'll just
That's
you
all.
got
That's everything for the credit.
no. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna do some other shit too. I'm gonna send some more.
So so should I deposit this in Folks Finance?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna do
Uh,
that right now.
yeah. So deposit. You already got like one main loan, right?
I deleted them. I want to restart
Oh,
it.
you deleted all
I
of
don't
them.
even
Okay, for
know.
sure. It's all good.
I don't even know what
Um,
settings if I did them right. I'm making a loan right now. Create new
yeah,
loan. Loan name.
just whatever. Don't matter. Whatever you want to name it.
Okay, general stable coin efficiency, algo efficiency.
General. The
Okay.
algo efficiency loans, like I mean, I guess they're safe. You know what I mean? But it's not gonna. You're only gonna be able to like borrow and collateralize in algo, X algo, and I believe maybe G algo. Let me see. Like if you go to the G algo here, like to get the governance algo tokens, you can stake and shit, right? And but it's gonna set it up at first with like it's gonna be like an algo efficiency loan.
I'm gonna add my
So you
50
can't really
USDC in collateral.
yeah, you can
Right.
also just set up a general and then you're just gonna
Got it.
add the 50 to collateral, right? And
Got it.
you're gonna have 100% liquidation at first. right? So you'll have 100% liquidation at the very beginning.
Okay.
All right.
What? So which means I can collateralize 100%.
You could borrow. Yeah, yeah, you own 100% of the collateral. Like there's no,
Oh no,
obligations
the
or anything.
collateral factor is 80%. That's how much I can borrow.
Yes.
Got
Yeah.
it.
That's how much you can borrow against. But right now you should be like full, like 100%, I think it'll allow you to borrow about 60 to 70% of the collateral.
80%.
Okay, 80 then. Well, then there you go. So
Yep.
that's 80% of the collateral. So what I would probably do, this is like a cool thing, right? So I'm just gonna add this shit first. Oh yeah, and we'll get into that later. So we'll just add what we got for collateral, and I'll just show you like how I would normally do it. So you just take if it's 20, 50, whatever it is, you're gonna collateralize it, and you can see when like I collateralize, like the liquidation margin goes up, and then depending on like what you're collateralizing and borrowing in, your APY is gonna go up or down. But don't really get too caught up on that shit. Don't matter because that's only right now. 2 seconds later, that's gonna be different, right? Same with the
I'm sorry.
liquidation.
Can you repeat what you just said? It just you just cut out on my end.
Okay, the net APY, right? Like everybody, that's like you want that to be a net positive, right? You know what I'm saying? So you don't want that number to be low because that's like the annual percentage yield. That's how much did you make, basically, But like, don't get caught up on that shit, right? Because you got to keep in mind these are fluctuating like by the second, every one of them except for
Right.
USDC.
Got it.
So it might be like 1% gain right now, and then you might like borrow or collateralize or pay something off or whatever you're doing, and that shit might drop down to like -3%. You're like, oh shit, I just lost, but no, because it's just right now while that asset is at that price, depending on the other assets that are at that price, and you know what I'm saying. So that's the kind of shit that'll get you just off and distracted and have you just like frustrated because it's just you paying attention to kind of irrelevant shit. I hate to call it irrelevant, but it's irrelevant to the situation because it's only like that for a second, right? So don't even worry about it. You really want to play like the main things is your liquidation margin, right? Obviously, that's going to let you know how much you can borrow. Because if you get to 10%, you can't borrow against any of the collateral. I don't give a damn if you had $1 million in collateral. If you got 10% liquidation, you're not borrowing a penny. So it's got to be over 10%. And I don't let my shit really get down to 10% because I don't want to loan this like maxed out, leveraged out, and I can't do nothing with it. I can't even go in there. So I keep my shit adjusted to where no matter what it is, I could go in there and fluctuate, pull some shit, move some shit, swap some shit around and make some money. Anyway, so we're going to collateralize. And it's going to give us like a larger percentage, right? So I collateralize like $20. I'm gonna head over to Vestige right now just to check and see. All right, some shit's down. So AVAX is up, Chainlink's up, Go ETH is up. So and everything else is kind of down. So Go ETH is. All
What are
right.
you checking on
So
Vestige?
just checking the what that asset is up or down for the day.
USDC?
Like how much? No, the others like USDC. It don't matter. It ain't going nowhere. $30,
Okay.
$30, right? So I just locked in $20 in collateral,
Mm-hmm.
right? And now I can borrow. So I check to see which assets are up or down. It says that Go ETH is like up the most for right now. So I'll literally borrow that, right?
Because it's
And
gonna go down.
yeah, exactly. See, I borrow it when there's a couple different strategies you can use, but right now, if the assets are up, I'm gonna borrow in them, right? Because I get to literally, if it was worth 10 and now it's worth 15, and I borrow that 15, and then I immediately convert that to USDC, that asset, that token count right there is worth 15. I immediately transferred it to USDC, which ain't going nowhere. And then when that shit
And
goes
so you
back
just wait
down
for
to
it to go
10,
down and then pay
pay
the
it off.
entire thing
Boom.
back with the USDC?
Free money. Yeah, exactly. And then you keep the extra. And you still got collateral building. You see what I'm saying? Because when you collateralize, you're going to start immediately generating like a percentage rate. And it's in there building that percentage for however long you got it in there. You know what I'm saying? So when you borrow against that asset, you don't take that shit out of liquidity or out out of that that account. It's still in there building that percentage. but you get to borrow. So I get to keep $1,000 right here, and you're gonna pay me 5% on it, and then I'm still gonna be able to take 800 and go put it and do whatever I want with it, and I still got this $1,000 paying me this percentage. Hell yeah, run it. All right, so let's see. Damn, I can't match it. Damn, I should have paid attention to the token. Okay, so we'll go.
There's a lot of Ethereum coins. What's the Go Ethereum?
Yeah, let's go
Got it.
ETH. Oh man, I could. There's a difference. Okay, the Go is like a wrap Bitcoin would be like
Yeah,
when you
yeah, I
wormhole
get
it
you.
over.
It's a wrap version, but the algo version because it's the Ethereum, which is on its own chain, but it fluctuates on the same exact chart as Ethereum, but they make
Exactly.
it so
So
that
it's
it can
relevant
go on.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So this is going to be pretty much the price of ETH. You know what I'm saying?
How come I can't see a chart on Vestige?
You can if you click on the actual asset. There we go. So I'm gonna just borrow the same amount that whatever I collateralize, pretty much. Actually, a little over. But so I'm borrowing in the asset that's up, right? Now here's a cool thing too. So you already get the gist of like borrowing it's up, convert it, pay it back when it goes down, and then you cap there too, right? All
Yeah.
right, but see, okay, so you just borrow this, right? You ain't shit, but the algo and the go ETH in there, right? So I could go ahead and convert that. So I'm gonna add here, swap and collateralize, and then it'll let you go through your wallet and pick what assets you want to turn into USDC. So I'm gonna take the same Go ETH that I just borrowed, right? And a lot of times it's gonna tell you, don't do this shit, you're gonna lose money, blah blah blah, but whatever. Don't listen to them. So the APY or APY is gonna go up, the percentage rate and everything's gonna go up and shit, right? So that's good. But then
I can't find it
look at that.
on
Now watch,
Vestige.
you see what just happened, right?
I'm trying to okay. Vestige is not working. I can't even see a chart on it when I
Well,
go on
then
the
don't
app.
worry about vestige. Don't worry about that. We already know
Okay,
what assets is up and down.
so
Look
I'm
what
I'm
just happened when I converted the
I'm
Go
gonna
ETH to
borrow in Ethereum
USDC.
then right now, right?
You're gonna borrow and
I'm gonna
Go
borrow in it.
Ethereum.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So how much
Yeah.
would I borrow if I deposited 50?
You're gonna borrow. You can borrow up to 80% of that. So
35.
there you go. So borrow that. Now pay attention to your look. When you scroll down, can you see my screen? Or are you on your shit?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay, so when you scroll down, it's got this little check mark right here. If I click that off, it's got everything. If I click that on, it's only the assets that are in my wallet. See what I'm saying?
Oh, let's
So
go.
click that on. So you don't want all that other bullshit that we ain't fucking with. You just want what's in our wallet.
Okay, so now I'm going to go to my wallet and I'm going to do the swap. Folks
Did you borrow?
Finance.
Did you borrow already?
Yes, I borrowed and go
Okay, all right, all
Ethereum.
right. Well, then look at your wallet. Go down to your wallet and look at it. You should have Algo and just go ETH, right?
Well, no. My bad. I have to do the transaction. Hold up. Where's Go Ether? Go Ethereum. Go Ether. Borrow. Max 35.99.
There
Borrow.
you go.
Let's go.
And now look
Okay.
in your wallet. Look in your wallet before you even do the transaction when you convert or anything. And just I'm going to show you the why this is significant.
I
I
see it
just like
right here. $36 is now in my collateral,
all
and
right.
I also
Now
have my 49 USDC.
all right. Now look down in your wallet now. You see, can you notice the difference? Or did I lose you? Sound like your sound cut out or something.
What do you mean? Look at my wallet.
Scroll down on Focus Finance and go look to the assets that are in your wallet now.
I just see Algo in Ethereum.
All right, okay, that's it, right? So Algo
Yeah,
and Ethereum. All right,
yeah.
no USDC, no nothing.
USDC's in collateral.
All right, so I want you to now go up to where your USDC collateral is and
Okay.
click add.
Add.
Then you're gonna hit this swap and collateralize.
Because I'm swapping the Ethereum, Go Ethereum to
There it is.
collateralize. with
the USDC.
so I'm
And
gonna go.
the reason we're wanting to do that is because the USDC is not going to go down tomorrow or next week or in 2 seconds, right? If it's $100, it's $100. It doesn't matter. So if the asset that you just borrowed in is going up and it's more than what it was, then convert it to USDC so you keep all that value. And that way, when that asset goes back down, who gives a shit? Matter of fact, I'm happy when it goes back
Liquidation
down.
margin is 10% on this.
All right, yeah. So you can't borrow no more, right? So
No, to swap and
go swap
collateralize.
collateralize. What is it?
The liquidation margin is 10% when I swap and
No,
collateralize from Ethereum to USDC.
yeah, exactly. Because you're taking all
So
of
that's
that
good.
that you borrowed, and then you know what I'm saying. You can't like you just once you swap it, once you swap from Go ETH into USDC, collateralize. So go to the USDC, hit add, go up to swap and collateralize, select the asset, and then you're going to scroll down until you find the Go ETH that you just borrowed.
Okay, now I have 85 in USDC.
Exactly. All right, now go down and look in your wallet.
It says 17 cents in USDC.
You just made 17 cents for that swap.
Wait, so
There you go. You're welcome.
no. What I'm saying is
Yeah, you're
where it
getting
says
paid.
add to your collateral, right? Where it
Yeah,
says show only assets in your wallet, the
yeah.
USDC. Why is the 17 cents there?
Because you just got paid
How, how did I
by
just get paid if
converting.
I just converted all of the
But the difference in the fluctuations of the assets depending on when you convert it.
Okay, so now I can add that to the collateral.
Exactly. Now you can borrow against that. Yeah, you can add it, but don't do it yet. Right.
Okay.
See, when I first noticed, like, oh shit, when I borrow and convert or when I repay something I borrowed, there's always going to be a fluctuation there, and there's going to be like a fraction of a penny or whatever there. And so when I figured that out, and then I started figuring out how to like kind of control what it is that happens and which asset I'm gonna get paid in and how much, then I started like just experimenting around, and so that's how both of these I'm gonna just show you real quick. That's these other two loans. You see my screen still?
Hold up. No, I'm looking at your screen. Give me a minute.
All right, so you see this that was
Okay.
the loan that I was just in. Both of these loans are completely funded by this one. So that one loan that I just did, right? That's these little pennies, right? The little 8, 10 cent, 5 cent, two that I get paid from borrowing and collateralizing and repaying. I use that to make those other loans. So I haven't put
Okay.
any money into these. That's just off of the transaction fees that I got from the first loan. Right. And then like I
Okay,
took
so
that
my
and started
shit's
like
moved
playing around with that
down.
even further. So
It's moved down 5 cents.
yeah,
Ethereum, my borrow, moved down 3
your
cents.
exactly. See, now you could pay that off and it would be fucking you gain 5 cents. But wait for it to drop like 5-10% or 3% to make like that way that $30 or that $35 is like 30. You know what I'm saying? Or 25.
Well, that would have to be like, well, for 35 to
You
drop
get,
to.
I mean, but you get what I'm saying. Like, don't get too technical with it. I'm just
Oh,
teaching you the
okay, okay,
concepts, and then you can go put all that technical shit with it and get as creative as you want.
okay.
Yeah. So,
So,
and then so I took that a step further. You notice in this one, I don't have any USDC in the borrow at all, or in the collateral, right? Because I'm using the fluctuation of these assets to borrow in the USDC that's not going nowhere. So as
right.
those assets go up, I get to borrow more USDC. Right. And I take that
Oh, and then when it goes down,
now
okay.
listen, here's the other part of that. So when these go up, I get to borrow the USDC. Right. I then take the USDC and put it into this second or third loan, however you're looking at it. And you notice in that one, I don't have anything but USDC collateral. So I don't have but I have all these others in borrow. right?
How come
So
when I
as
click
these
on
assets
borrow,
go up,
it lets me, and I click max on Ethereum, it still lets me do 25 more dollars?
because you have that liquidation. When you collateralize that Go ETH into USDC, you made the liquidation margin go up. As long as it's above 10%, you can
So I
borrow
can borrow $25 and throw that back into USDC, or
right
no?
in collateral again. Yeah, exactly.
So
But so just right now, Go ETH is popping, and then that's why I checked Vestige first. That's why I went to do that. So I'm looking at which assets are going up the most. And then I will look at that and then borrowing those, you know what I'm saying? And then you can run that shit like several different ways, right? So Algo's down right now. So you know what? That'd be perfect, right? So I'm gonna go anyway. So the USDC that I borrowed from that other loan that didn't have any in collateral, I add to this collateral in this loan, right? And so usually when you add, you'll be able to borrow. So you can add the USDC to this, borrow more of those assets to take those and put them right back into the other loan that you just borrowed that from. So these two loans pretty much just support each other and themselves, like without me really having to do shit. And no matter which way it goes, right? If they're up, okay, I'll make money on this loan. If they're down, well, fuck it. Okay, I'll make money on this loan. And then each time they shift, and it doesn't matter because I'm gonna convert what I make to the one that was and the way they're set up is like if this one is losing money, then that means the other one's making money. And if I take the money that I'm making off the one that's making money and put into the one that's losing money, when the shit fucking reverses and that goes down and this goes up, the money that fucking I just put it's gonna fucking make way more money because it got collateral added to it, right? And then when that means this one starts to lose. But as long as you keep them bitches structured, they don't ever lose. They just this one makes some money and I put it in this one and then it switches and this one makes more fucking money and puts it back into that one. And they just keep going back and forth, back and forth. And every fucking bit of that was funded by not me or my hard work or my like just the pennies that I get for paying myself back.
so now I owe 61.56, and
That's
now
the
I have 25.58 and more Ethereum. So I'm gonna add that to collateral again, right?
right. Swap it. And if you'll
Oh
notice
yeah,
every time
swap
now
and
here's the thing
collateral.
though. Yeah, swap the collateralized. But here's the thing, you'll notice if you stay in the same asset, right? Um those little fees and the percentage and like the pennies that you get, they'll start to diminish, right? So you might get like 17 cents the first time. It might be like 8 or 9 cents the second time. It might be 3 or 4 cents, you know. So eventually you're gonna have to either swap to another asset that's going up and run it down that way, or kind of reverse that shit and start running that same thing backwards. Because here's the thing about that. Just the way you just got those pennies. Now, if I take the same thing, let's say that I borrow in USDC, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna borrow $20 in USDC. And I'm gonna pick this. I'm gonna pick an asset that ain't all right. So you see, now I had 8 cents. Now I got 20.8. Right. So I'm gonna take that 20, and I have no other assets but Algo and USDC in the wallet. Right. So I'm gonna take that. What else was up? You know what? Sol was up. Right. So I'm gonna add that USDC that I just got, and I'm gonna swap that into wraps up. Right. And I'm not even gonna put the 0.8 in it. I'm just gonna put just the 20. Don't ever max out the collateral when you're doing algo because it's going to send every bit of your algo and you won't be able to sign a transaction fee. So be careful. I've done that 1,000,006 times. So now, not only do I still have that 8 cents from the previous fee, now I got 9 more cents from that. All right. And if you notice, like collateral and until you start like adding a lot more collateral or paying off a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like usually I just use what I build and made from collateral in my collateral to pay back what I borrowed in the first place. So I don't ever really have to bring any, once you get it set right. But the reason why you'd want to keep adding to collateral is you're going to get paid more, right?
Yeah.
So technically you could set up like a $300 or $400 loan and you could just run that bitch back and pay, probably enough to fucking do a little something, you know what I mean? But if you got 5, 6,000, 50,000, something like that, that means that little, that $20 would be like a $200. So that 8 cents would be like 80 or $8. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you want to build up. And really, this is a brand new fucking loan, believe it or not. And I've only been running it for like a couple weeks. Because you remember when they sold the token and shit, I cashed out all my liquidity to buy the shit back just to keep it from, really that was stupid. I just didn't know what the fuck to do. So I won't do that again. But there you go. So this is a new loan. I think I've ran it probably, I don't know, maybe 3 weeks, but not like active. I've only been active since I posted that last little video the other day. So probably about 3 or 4 days now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I've like added there it is. That shit wasn't nowhere near $1,000. And so that's the way I do it. And if I just sit in here and do this shit all day long, like I can, you know what I'm saying? I paid myself like $14.95 in 49 minutes. Just doing that. And in 49 minutes I had $14.95. I was thinking, damn, I'm doubling minimum wage and I'm just standing here clicking buttons. Like that's a job. That's $15 an hour, bro. If I'd have kept going for the whole hour, I might have even been able to get 20. And the whole time I was adding more collateral, which was paying me more. And then I was doing the second little part of the little flip. Because look, if it's an algo, so and then like when those assets go down that you borrowed in, you just pay that back, right? But the
Mm-hmm.
other way is when those assets go up. So if like,
Borrow more USDC.
well, you usually what I'll do is pay back the USDC that I borrowed and then borrow, right? Because if this was $10 and this was $10, right? And then this goes up 10% and it's now $11. The same amount is now worth 10% more. So I pay back 10% more of that borrow. You see what I'm saying? Yes.
Not really. Not on that last part.
Oh, okay. Okay. If the USDC I borrow $10, it's not going nowhere. That's $10 fucking dollars today. It's $10 tomorrow. It's $10 in 5 minutes. It's $10 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? That's not going nowhere. It's not. So that means my borrow is $10 fucking dollars. Don't matter how you look at it. So I have to pay that $10 or that borrow stays where it's at. But if this was $10 in algo, that means the token, however, so that would be however many tokens 10 cents an algo would be. It'd be like a half of algo or something. So you'd have like 0.5 algo in here worth $10. Algo goes up 10%. That 0.5 algo is now $11. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same amount of tokens. You didn't add shit to collateral, but it's worth more. Now pay back that USDC because now you can pay back $11 for 10. See what I'm saying?
So if the asset goes up and you pay it back, you're gonna come out of pocket if it went up.
Well, you're gonna actually whatever you borrowed. So, and that's only with the USDC though, right? You pay back more of the USDC that you owe with less of the other assets that you have in collateral. Because if it was one algo, so if you had, let's say this, algo's
So I have USDC in collateral. I have
you have and you have it in
Ethereum
borrow. So
and
you
borrow.
need to
I
do
have to pay back Ethereum.
all right, yeah, but look, what you have to that's why you have to structure the loan the way I have mine set. Do you see how I'm saying? I just chose GoETH to show you how those transaction fees add up. See what I mean? That was just an asset that was up the most. It'd be the biggest, result, and it'd be, 17 cents for paying yourself or just for collateralizing your own money that you borrowed from yourself. So that's just we're just at the beginning, right? That's the first little part. Now you want to go with all of those assets and do this. So if you've got algo in collateral, have algo in borrow. USDC in collateral, USDC in borrow. That's your
But look,
overall main structure of your main like loan. If
it's
you want to
letting me
go that,
borrow $18 more. Should I do that again or no?
I no, if I was you, I would start converting and swapping and getting your shit structured because it ain't just about making, you know, $15 today. Because if you don't have that shit structured, you got to get it right first. Then we'll fucking run the bag up.
Okay, so I
Protect your
wanna.
assets as you go.
Well, so
So look, take $1 of that 18 that you can borrow, and just take $5 and you borrow $5 in USDC,
okay,
and then um convert that, or you can add it to your collateral in USDC, and then where it has swap, hit swap and convert it.
hold up. Damn, how do you do two?
Here, just do this. The little button where it says show only assets in your wallet, click that off.
No, no, I'm saying how do I do $5?
Oh, and go eat. Yeah, we'll just max it out.
I got $6. $6. Okay,
That's fine. That'll work. It's not.
borrow.
And then go scroll down. Remember where you could click and see if it's just the assets in your wallet or all of them.
Hold up.
Are you on a phone or a laptop?
I'm on both. Okay, borrow. Okay,
Okay.
hold up. Point 0.001.
I feel you. When I was first doing this, getting the differences between, you know, Bitcoin is 120,000, USDC that's $1, Algo that's 30 cents, and then Go ETH that's like, I think it's like 2,500 now. Or ETH is like that shit was confusing as hell to me because I'd be like,
Okay,
wait a
now
minute.
I got collateral.
All right, now wait, look, I'm gonna show you an easy way. Just scroll down to where your wallet is. And you know how you can click the little button to turn just your assets in the wallet on, right?
Got it. Ethereum's right here. $6.
All right, well, look, you don't want to now click that off to where it shows all the assets.
Okay, got it.
Now go down to Algo, for instance, and click add. Swap and collateralize. Wait, did you borrow USDC or the
Well,
Go
I
ETH?
borrowed Ethereum.
Oh, well, no, yeah, you're supposed to borrow USDC. It don't matter. It don't matter. But now, yeah, so that's what I'm saying. You got to get it structured first and then start running the
Okay, so
bag.
repay this
I just
Ethereum that I
picked the
just
Go
borrowed.
ETH just to show you at the beginning. So take that Go ETH, convert it to Algo or Go ETH. Actually, just add it straight up because you got Go ETH and borrow. You need Go ETH and collateral. So just add that straight up. Just go click back out of that and just add it to collateral.
So
Yeah, just
swap and
add straight.
collateralize.
Don't even swap and collateralize. Just go straight to the ETH and add it to collateral.
Okay, $6 collateralizing.
All right, boom. So now take and borrow in just borrow like it don't matter. Borrow whatever you can. You don't want to you want to have more USDC and collateral. I have the way I set mine up is I make sure that I have enough in USD collateral alone to repay my entire loan pretty much, or at least close to it. But I definitely have more USDC in collateral than I do in borrow. And I always have more whatever asset I have in borrow, I have 3 times that amount or something close to that, usually in collateral. And then I will periodically I will keep, you see how all of these are like close to $50, right? So every one of those are like on the right side of my borrow are like pretty much simple. They're almost right on $50 except for these because I can't collateralize those. They won't let you collateralize gold and silver for some reason. So then I borrow those and then take those and add those to liquidity and get, make mine off that. But all of these are like 50. So if I know that this was $50 and then like when I get back on, well, I can tell without even looking at the chart that this shit's down. Right? If it was $50 just a second ago, and now I look at it and it's 49.15. Well, I know that shit went down, right? If I check that shit and it's like 51, well, I know the shit went up. So you can keep all of those at the same, unless like in a situation where you need to like a certain asset over that, like yesterday I had like 250 in algo because I was just running that back up. So it's fluctuating on that. But if you keep those around the same similar price, then you can kind of get on here and it's easier to kind of tell. You know what I
I
mean?
got $6 Ethereum in collateral now.
All right. So you have USDC and Ethereum in collateral, right?
USDC $111 and $6 of Ethereum.
All right. And what do you have in borrow? Just the Ethereum?
$67 in Ethereum.
All right. So borrow in some USDC or borrow in some of those. You know what? Let's go ahead and get Bitcoin. Borrow and wrap Bitcoin.
Gold Bitcoin, you mean?
No, wrap Bitcoin. You
Oh,
got wrap Bitcoin and go Bitcoin.
I'm gonna max it out.
Okay.
$16?
Yeah, that's fine. You're in wrap Bitcoin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Borrow.
Let's see. I think Bitcoin's down right now. So let me look and see. Make sure.
Add to your borrows.
Okay, down 1%. So just add it. So just add it straight up. Or how much did
So
you get? 16, you said?
I'm borrowing wrap Bitcoin. I just borrowed 70,
Mhm.
69 to 69. Am I supposed to remember
All
like
right.
where I
So
borrowed this stuff at?
no, because it's all going to be here. You got your transactions and how much you borrowed right here in front of your face on the computer. Now, if you're doing folks finance from the phone, fucking
No,
stop.
I'm on the computer, but how do I see
Okay,
like
good.
what's down and what's up?
Well, you got to go somewhere else. You're gonna have to go to like Vestige or whatever, or
To
the
check my
Parawallet.
transactions?
Like the Parawallet. No, not to check your transactions. Like, I mean, you know how to. You got to go to fucking Allo Explorer and go start tracing the transaction chains and shit like that if you want to get that technical. But that ain't
I
got
mean,
the shit to do. We need to focus on what we got, what this is about
okay,
right now. And
okay,
then we'll worry about tracking all that shit because
okay,
you're gonna
okay.
throw too much shit in the way and you're gonna fucking murky the water. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay,
just
so
let's
now I
just
have a collateral balance of 117 and I have a borrow balance of 83.83.
right. So did you haven't added the Bitcoin yet, right? To
I
collateral.
borrowed Bitcoin, that's it.
All right. So take go to where your USDC collateral is. Or
Uh-huh.
no, wait, no. Just collateralize the all of the wrap
Oh,
Bitcoin.
I have collateral. I have $16 collateral in. Wait, I have a borrow of wrap Bitcoin, and then I have a collateral of wrap Bitcoin,
Yeah, you
1669.
collateralize. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. You jumped ahead. So slow down so we can
sorry.
get no, I'm just exciting. I went through this shit myself. And the
Yeah.
reason I'm saying slow down because I fucked myself out of so much money getting excited. It's
Okay.
like, oh shit, I can make, you know what I mean? And then like you just it's very confusing because the shit that we're gonna get into like next week or the week, it's gonna get intricate. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So you
Should
have
I
got
repay this
to
Go
make
Bitcoin
sure.
I got? Should I
No,
repay
no,
it?
no, no. You
Okay.
shouldn't do nothing yet
Okay.
except what I'm saying.
Okay.
You've got it in collateral, right?
Yes.
All right, now go to where that collateral is and click swap.
There is no swap. There's just add.
There's no swap in your collateral?
Oh, add to your collateral. My bad. Okay. I have to add it still.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up.
So okay, all right, yeah. Now add it to collateral. You got to. Now here's the main thing with this down here, right? When you collateralize an asset, it's going to leave your wallet. So when you scroll down to look at the assets in your wallet, if you have $10 in USDC and you put that in collateral, when you go down to look at your wallet, you're not gonna have $10 no more. That USDC has left your wallet and it's gone to Fox Finance wallet. And when you borrow an asset, you're going to look and say, well, I didn't have no algo, or I didn't have any USDC a minute ago, and I just borrowed $10 in USDC and now it's in my wallet. So when you
So
collateralize, it
the
leaves
wrap
borrowing
Bitcoin,
come.
am I collateralizing it or swapping and collateralizing it?
You collateralize it, just add it straight up.
Got it. Okay, I decided it.
All right, now go up to where the collateral is and go to that wrap Bitcoin and see where it says swap.
Mm-hmm.
Swap. Or you know what? No, since you got fucking a bunch of USDC, take the USDC and swap it. So go to USDC and swap. And now here's the thing. It might tell you that you're going to lose money or your APY is going to go down. Right. Okay. Who gives a fuck? It's just right now. Right now, we're just worried about getting this loan structured to where I ain't got to come in here every fucking day and check it and I don't lose money.
Got it.
I want to be able to fucking take a week without fucking staring at a computer screen for hours and hours. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to be in here every day doing this shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I do it a lot when I get into it, but I like to take a break because this shit will get hectic, and it's confusing. And if you don't pay attention to the basic fundamental shit that's going on with the concept of how this is working, you're gonna fuck yourself up. You're gonna get confused. You're gonna be halfway through one type of strategy. If my plan is to run algo up, I'm gonna be halfway through that and get to paying attention to these little percentages of this went, and then I'm on a whole nother fucking thing now. Now I'm worried about saving this APY and algo as opposed to building up this token count. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking like next week, next month. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a damn. It might be fucking worth $1 right now, but if it's gonna be worth $1 million next month, yeah, I'm gonna get that dollar. You can bet that.
Got it.
So if you don't get the basics, you will confuse the shit out of yourself. I do still. So I literally have to be like, shit, focus. Like, what are we doing here? Like, what's the point? Why are we even adjusting shit right now? And then, you know what I'm saying? Because it really is that fucking amazing. When you learn how this shit works, it is that powerful to where you can literally say, how do I want to make money today? Not can I, or it's like, how do I want to make money? And what kind of money do I want to make it in?
Yeah.
Yes, that's simple. Like you could literally say, you know what, fuck, I don't even care about USDC today. I want nothing but Bitcoin, and you could run the fuck up out of the bag of Bitcoin. Just that.
So I got 111 USDC, $6 Ethereum, 1669 wrap Bitcoin in collateral, and then I have 67 borrow balance Ethereum,
All right, well,
$16.
let's do collateral right now. Let's do collateral right now.
Okay.
So take that USDC and swap. What'd you say? You got 111. Swap like $20 into algo. Oh, and that's also a way that you can kind of check real quick to see how much something is or whatever, is if you got USDC and you just click down there and you want to go to algo, then you can click and you can put $5 in USDC and it's going to tell you how much algo it will take to equal that amount.
Got it.
So I know that 16 algo, close to 17 algo is $5.
Got it.
So that's another
Okay.
trick. And it's also okay. So 20 in that. So now let's do I get some SOL, bro. Get you some wrap SOL. So swap $20 of your USDC into wrap SOL.
What's up with the slippage?
The slippage is going to be
0.05.
yeah. I set my shit like wide open, right? Like I want as much slippage as I can get. I want as much of the fluctuation and difference of those assets as I could possibly have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that means if I go to sign the transaction and right now algo's worth 20 cents and I'm about to trade $20 worth of USDC for the algo, and then as the transaction is waiting to process, algo fucking shoots up fucking 10%. Hell yeah, I want to cap that. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't want to lose that type shit. So you like the slippage is like how much you will allow the difference in those assets and the price like relative to each other, how much you'll let that go before you say fuck that, don't do the transaction.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? So you can kind of determine. It's kind of like setting a limit order or something in stocks or options, right? You're gonna tell it
Yeah.
like, hey man, like I'm cool with losing. You know, if it drops down to $2, I'm cool with that. But any more than $2, cut that shit. You know what I mean? That's what that is.
I
So
got
yeah,
5 coins
yeah, like,
collateral,
yeah,
two coins
that's a
borrow.
good way to like that's a good way to make it explain it actually, because that's exactly what it is. It's just like a limit order. All right,
Mm.
now so you got soul, right? You swap to the wrap soul.
Yeah, I got 5 coins collateral and 2 borrows.
All right. Now check down in your wallet again and look what's going on.
Nothing.
You don't have wrap soul?
Like $0.
Yeah, but there's the token count. Look at the token count.
Oh, 0.000002.
All right. Well, there you go. That's how much you made to just convert your own money into that and have it in that.
Okay.
Right. And it's just not enough to register a penny yet. As soon as you make enough to register a penny, it'll be showing a penny in your. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And the algo's a little harder to track, because you got to keep a certain percentage of algo in your shit to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, So unless you actually pay it, but that's what I would get used to doing anyway. I would with the other assets. You pay attention to the dollar amount when it comes to USDC, but with the other assets, don't pay attention to that fucking number down there with the dollars. Like pay attention to this number up here, which tells
Wait,
you the
let me go to the
percentage
screen.
of tokens that you have, right? With the other assets that can go up and down, then this fucking number here, the price, that's not as important. It's important to, know when to, transfer, trade, hold, keep, whatever. But that shit's 9 cents right now. And in 3 seconds, that shit could be like 3 cents or it could be 90 cents. But the fucking
Mm.
token count's gonna that token count is not gonna it's not gonna change unless I add or take away token. So this is how much 0.000555683 of wrap soul is worth. 9 cents. So when it comes to the other assets, pay more attention to the token count and percentage of tokens you have. And if you notice right here with USDC, it says 0.08 is the token count, and then I have what? 0.08 cents. That's because that shit don't go nowhere. If it's 8 cents, it's 8 cents. If it's $1, it's $1.
Right.
It could be up 10 cents or 10%. It's still not going nowhere. The other ones will. If Algo, for instance, it's 83. If Algo goes up 10 cents, that's going to be, or 10%, that's going to be like another, what, 8 cents
Mm.
for the same amount of tokens, though, right? You didn't have to buy no more tokens. You got the exact same amount of tokens, but now it's worth 10% more.
Got it.
Yeah. So that's what you kind of want to pay attention to with the other assets is, yeah, it might say that you lost 20 cents right now. But if the token count is just the same as it was before that 20 cents disappeared, you didn't lose shit. All you got to do is be a little patient and wait for that shit to go back up. And then you do your trading or transacting or swapping or selling or whatever. But people get scared when they see the value go down and they sell, which locks in the loss. You made a guarantee that you lost that money now. You're the reason you lost money, not the market. That's the facts. Anybody's ever lost money in the market, you did it. You did it because you didn't fucking educate yourself enough and you signed the fucking thing over. You said, sure, go ahead, trade it, buy it, sell it, trade it, whatever. I agree. And now you complaining that the fucking market stole my money. Get the hell out of here, bro. You didn't know what the fuck you was doing.
Yeah,
You
yeah, you
shouldn't,
know
you
what you're
shouldn't have
doing.
you shouldn't have sent no money somewhere if you didn't know what you was doing.
Yeah.
Right. And if you sell when it's low, you lock it in. Just the same as you sell when it's high, that locks in that fucking profit, right? Because motherfucker quick to sign it then and be like all happy. Right? Well, why wouldn't fucking selling it lock it in? And what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? Why I didn't do nothing. I bought this shit and it went to this price and I sold it and got to keep it. Or I bought this shit and it went to this price, I sold it and lost. same amount of stock, same amount of crypto, same amount of the asset that you purchased. The only thing that changed was when you sold or bought it. That's it. Or you sold at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? That's really what it is. You sold at the wrong time.
Got it.
So don't even worry if it's down. Who cares? Because if it's down, that means I get to keep all that fucking money that I was running up from when it was up and I was converting. So let me pay that shit down real quick and start it over. Right? Like I
So
don't care. That's free money.
yeah.
It's free money. Now, you converted your soul, right?
So
What do you got in
five
collateral now?
coins in collateral, $133. 2 coins
All
in
right.
borrows, $83.
All right. Well, then swap USDC for do $10 of USDC for wrapped ether.
Okay. From the
Uh,
USDC and collateral, I'm swapping to $10 in Ethereum.
mhm.
Max slippage. Right?
Yeah, when it you can, but it's not going to be that important until we're like dealing with like larger amounts, you know. But I guess every, no, I ain't gonna say that because every little percentage matters. Now that's when we're trying to capitalize on the most we can off the difference. But if we were like worried about like if we were going to swap something into another asset that could be going down or that is going down, then we probably don't want as much slippage then. You know what I mean? Because we don't want it to like, the gap be so huge that we lost a shitload of money just signing this one transaction. So then you might want to do low slippage that way, just in case that asset drops during that, time that you're waiting for the transaction to be signed. It doesn't drop too far. Because really, like once you sign it, that's just over with. You can't go back and unsign it. Once you click yes on the wallet, like on your actual wallet, when you click yes to send it through, that shit's just wait until it clears. Then it ain't no going back.
Okay, I added Ethereum into my collateral. So now I got Ethereum in borrow, Ethereum in collateral, wrap Bitcoin in borrow, wrap Bitcoin in collateral.
All right, and you got USDC in both, or you don't have USDC in the borrow yet?
Not in borrow.
Okay, well, don't borrow that yet because I'm gonna show you after we kind of get this structured. All right, how much USDC do you have in collateral now? You know what? Here, let me
6119.
look. Let me just do this. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen and you can share yours. That'd be a lot easier.
Send me the link to my email to this.
What? Oh, the video and shit. Yeah, I got you.
Chris Silva SPC at gmail.com.
I got you. So I'm stop sharing. You should be able to share yours now.
Okay. Let me know when you send it, and I'm gonna
Oh, you can send the link now?
yeah, send the link now. I'm gonna
Oh,
get off
okay, okay, okay. Hold on.
of my
Oh,
phone
oh,
and go to my
got you,
laptop.
got you. All right, now I understand what you got. It is so much easier to send the inbox from the phone, because that's it sucks when you do it this way because then you gotta, like you said, you gotta know their damn whole email address or whatever. I got that little phone link shit though. That's just dope. You can just like everything that's on my phone is on the computer. Invite, yeah. Come on. They just let me do all that. It's obviously not the internet because I was all over the internet trading shit and taking up all kind of space on the computer and everything. Now, Zoom
How do I
always
know what to pay what back with what?
well, it's going to be dependent on the market, right? And then again, like, what are you trying to do? This loan that we're setting up right now, this is like a pretty much like anytime benefit loan. right? Like you structure it the right way. That way you don't have to fuck with it. See what I mean?
Okay.
Like if I set it up correctly, then I don't have to fuck with
So how often will I be making trades in this loan?
it as often as you want. Like literally, you can be up for fucking 20 hours clicking fucking buttons and making pennies, or you can not fucking touch it for ever. Like I just now really got back active in my life. Like, you know, and in like 3 days, like I made a shitload.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to make a shit ton of money and
Well, that's what I'm showing you right now.
okay.
This is how I do it. This is how I did it. This is how I did.
So this is
This is
how I
how I
did.
did not. This is how I did not touch my loans for fucking weeks, and then came in here and ran it up in 2 days. But now this is gonna be ridiculous with all the extra shit I gotta. Yeah. What? Yeah, I need that. Call. All right. What is it, Chris Silva, SPC? Right.
Yeah.
There it is. Oh, gotcha. Bam. There you go.
I'm hanging up right here.
All right. What about you, Daphne? You still paying attention? You got it, or is it confusing? If you say I need to talk too fast and make it too complicated sometimes.
Yeah, why isn't it let me?
Like
I can hear you.
180 grams and made it.
Can you hear me and everything, Chris?
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking get in here.
Okay.
Fucking remember we were talking about the computer, the slow ass computer. I don't know why it's. Do I have to have Zoom downloaded?
Oh, you don't have the Zoom Workplace app downloaded on your computer?
No.
It, oh, well, that's
Oh,
probably
right
the
here.
problem.
Join for. I found it. Join from your browser. Got it.
Okay, I was about to say that's probably the problem. If you don't have that shit downloaded, then fucking it ain't gonna work. Uh,
Okay, I'm in.
but once you download
I'm
that
in.
app, all right, cool. Well then, damn. Shit. Oh, he done fucking left now, or maybe he logged on the computer. Oh, that's probably what he. you can also like use the phone for audio or video and use like the computer for audio or video. So you could have like a webcam through the computer for video, but you could be talking using the audio for the phone. Like I do that sometimes because like if I send it through the studio speakers, it's like too loud, especially if I got like, you know what I'm saying? Like I got an actual microphone like ran through the interface and PA system and shit and record like music and shit with. So it's sensitive. So that if I have the studio speakers on the Zoom, all the shit coming through those speakers is going to pick up through the microphone. It's going to be a bunch of crazy shit. I think he did get. I think he thought he got it. And now he's realizing he didn't.
Was his credit go up when he did sweep?
Yeah, hell yeah. He woke 130 points.
Do you have all the stuff to do?
Yes.
See if-
Yes. Yeah, but we ain't gonna talk about that on podcast. Live. Sit down, down. We can't like that kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like that or get some shit shut down for sure. They'll have my page closed down tomorrow. Well, we're not live right now though, so but we are. I am recording it and probably gonna post it live. Yeah, I would. There you go. Finally got it. I hate it, man. The stupid shit. For some reason, that thing right there, if I'm on Zoom and I accidentally get that thing will not go away for shit. Oh, there. What did it do? I think it kicked me off of Zoom.
I don't get her.
It definitely just kicked me off of Zoom. Well, I'm trying to be.
You want me to share my screen? And let me share my screen.
I guess
Disable.
Okay,
It
can you
says
hear me now?
disable the screen sharing. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It like kicked me out for a second.
It says
it logged-
disable screen sharing. I can't screen share.
Yeah, you gotta wait, man. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to explain to you. It literally
Oh, you got kicked out?
logged to let me like
Oh.
yeah, it just I didn't do shit. I was like sitting there and everything like froze up and it fucking kicked me out. And then reset my computer and now I'm back.
Okay.
That's actually the second or third time it's done that. Not today, but it's done that several times during these Zooms. It's crazy. You should be able to share now.
No, host disable the attendee screening sharing.
I definitely did, but we'll fucking override that. There we go. You should be able to do it. Yeah. Yeah, look. So I mean right there you see the fucking sentence. It says all participants, all participants. Like I never set it to not be able to allow you guys to share. That's crazy. Okay. Oh, yes. I just realized that. And I knocked the microphone down. Didn't know that I could fucking do that. That's badass. So I could just play shit on my phone and then AirPlay it to the Zoom. That's pretty cool.
All right, there. You see my screen?
Yep. All right, cool. All right. All right. Okay. All right, you probably need to get some. I mean, that's actually pretty good, really. Oh, did you get the wrapped ETH? Get wrapped ETH. So convert some of that USDC, do $10 in USDC into wrapped ETH.
Swap.
Yeah.
I'm doing it from my phone. Hold up. So the USDC swap into wrapped ETH.
Yeah, wrapped ETH. Because wrapped ETH is damn, hold on, let me remember. I'm gonna look through these notes just to make sure I ain't saying the wrong shit, but I'm pretty sure I know that's what it is.
$10?
Yeah, $10.
Okay. Got it.
Okay, yeah, that's what it is. That's the Go ETH, right? And that's what I thought. The Go ETH is like the shit that they use on the test nets and shit, right? To like let them know like what the shit would do. You understand? So like that's why I like the Go assets. I like if you notice, like I don't keep like a shitload of those in collateral, right? Because technically, I mean, even though you can swap it for USDC and all that, but they like that's it's kind of like a test coin. You know what I'm saying? So the Go is just like it's like a beta, basically. Oh, you gonna have to if you got Zoom and shit up, you better close Facebook down, bro, because that's just gonna it's gonna your whole computer's gonna run slow as shit. For some reason, Zoom and Facebook together, that's just it's killing everything. Honestly, if I'm being honest with you, well, you got to keep nodes and shit like that running, but you should maybe store most of that shit on like a external hard drive. That way, it's not taking up all the fucking memory and RAM and shit on your computer. But like anything else, when you're on the investments and shit, you need to close all them fucking windows out because any lag at all
Yeah.
stop.
I have
Yeah. And for some reason, Zoom all it already like fucking makes your shit run slow. It takes up a lot of room and shit itself. I know it's frustrating, but it's all right.
shit, bro.
It's all right. Once we get all this shit set up, then you really, it's not gonna make it any better. You're still gonna get excited and fucking have anxiety, but at least you can have the peace of mind of knowing that you don't have to because you ain't gonna lose money because you should be hedged, right? But you still gonna get in there and go drive yourself crazy. First, I really will get addicted to that shit. That's why I make myself. That's why I do this, as a matter of fact. Like because I could sit in here all day and all night long and just click shit back and forth and get paid doing it. So it's hard to fucking to just stop. You know, when you're like, oh shit, I just made $1. Click, oh shit, I just made another 50 cents. Click, oh shit, I just made another $1.50. Click, oh, that's $5. Like, who's gonna stop? No, I'm just gonna fucking do this for about 5 years and then I'll never work again. Now you might want to come over to the video and I better put this in. Now.
Why are my loans not popping up? There they are. Okay. You see my screen?
Yes, now I can.
Okay. Hello?
My bad, my bad. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. You still there? Oh shit, where we go? Yeah, I'm here, bro. Are you there? Definitely not. I think it should froze up because I'm seeing his screen. That's probably all they're gonna let me teach him today. I'm gonna have to just hit him up on FaceTime. Shit, that's enough though. That's like a whole breakdown from like putting money into folks finance to here. You back now? Oh, wait, I think about like that. They do this every time. At some point, they're gonna shut the shit down, and it's gonna be like all stupid. It just literally, like, it kicked me out of the fucking Zoom. I didn't even do nothing. Kicked me out, and then rebooted the whole computer, and then like started back. That's the second time it's done that. It did that when me and Hickman was going over some shit one time, and it just I- Zoom be hating. Yeah, I know, but I think it kicked you out or something. I mean, it's showing that I'm on here, and it's showing my audio and shit coming through. Either way, shit. That's enough. I can post that shit, and people can learn how to make money.